Annie Suwan had spent years dreaming of this moment, the chance to hold her own child in her arms. After years of marriage to David Taborowski, filled with ups and downs, visa struggles, and financial setbacks, the couple had finally received the biggest blessing of their lives. The pregnancy announcement had sent shockwaves through the 90-Day Fiancé fandom. Fans who had watched Annie and David's love story unfold since before the 90 days were thrilled to see their journey come full circle. But with joy came unexpected challenges. Annie's body was changing, and not in ways she had anticipated. Late one night, as she lay in bed beside David in their cozy apartment in Thailand, a sharp nausea hit her out of nowhere. She bolted upright, covering her mouth as her stomach lurched. "Baby, are you okay?" David asked groggily, reaching for the lamp. Annie shook her head, dashing to the bathroom. The sound of retching filled the air, making David wince. He followed her, rubbing her back as she clung to the toilet bowl. "It's okay, honey. It's just morning sickness." Annie wiped her mouth, her face pale. "It's not morning, David. It's nighttime sickness." And just like that, a new challenge in their pregnancy journey began. The next few weeks were a whirlwind of symptoms. Annie expected nausea and mood swings, but she hadn't anticipated the constant fatigue, dizziness, and unpredictable cravings that turned their kitchen into a 24-hour restaurant. One night, she shook David awake at 2 a.m. "I need mango sticky rice with coconut cream right now." David groaned, rubbing his eyes. "Baby, it's 2 in the morning, nothing is open." Annie pouted, placing his hand on her belly. "The baby wants it. Are you going to say no to our little dumpling?" David sighed, pulling on his slippers. "Fine, but you owe me." As the pregnancy progressed, so did Annie's health struggles. The nighttime sickness worsened, and she started experiencing intense heartburn that made every meal feel like a battle. One evening, after a particularly rough episode, David found her lying on the couch, rubbing her belly. "Maybe I should see a doctor," she admitted. David nodded. "We should make sure everything is okay." At the hospital, Annie underwent several tests, including a glucose screening to check for gestational diabetes. A few days later, the doctor sat them down with a serious expression. "Annie, your blood sugar levels are slightly elevated. It's not full-blown gestational diabetes, but we need to monitor it closely." David frowned. "What does that mean for her?" "It means we have to be careful with her diet," the doctor explained. "She should avoid too much sugar and keep a food diary to track what affects her glucose levels." Annie nodded, trying to stay calm. But deep down, fear crept in. She had always loved Thai desserts. Now they were off limits. That night, she cried in David's arms. "What if something happens to the baby?" she whispered. David kissed her forehead. "Nothing will happen, sweetheart. We'll follow the doctor's advice, and I'll be right here every step of the way." As news of Annie's struggles spread, support poured in from both their families and 90-Day Fiancé castmates. Lauren Bravernick, a mother of 3, sent Annie a heartfelt message. "Girl, pregnancy is no joke, but you got this. Rest, eat well, and take it easy. Sending love." Even Angela Deem, known more for her feisty personality than her